Let's just bullet point some life hacks because that's what we're going to do today. Good morning. How are you? Life hack number one, reading. We're not going to start with that one because maybe I talked too much about it. Writing follow-up letters. These are letters from J.D. Rockefeller to his kid. And these letters became notoriously good because it's real advice from a dad to a kid that is so basic and fundamental that you're thinking there's no way it can be that basic and that awesome. And the way that applies is your ratio of time from going to parties to following up with mail letters to party attendees. So I know I hark on reading a lot, but it parlays and relays and momentum specifically into you going from reading 300 pages and writing 0 pages, or you reading 5 pages per year and writing 0 pages per year, to you reading 10 pages per year and writing 5 pages. Oh, I write a lot of email. That's great. But what's also really important is being able to put pen to paper with like writing follow-up mail. So follow-up mail, these are notes that I take. And then after the notes that I take a photocopy to make the small page of notes slightly larger. And then those larger pages of notes then get filed and sequenced into what's called an investment thesis, where I'm investing in you via recipes where I say, hey, what's that person's effort? Oh, and this is more correspondence, which is actually a copy of a thank you card. And then this is where the mail's going. This is what I sent. So that way, this is like a copy of the content from an event. And then at that event, I'm writing follow-up correspondence. And then that's just like the whole letters to Rockefeller from another Rockefeller, except you're getting mail from Larry Chang that is meant to encapsulate chapter 8, which is thankfulness. And then mentorship, thank you for helping me. And then we're not just going to events and networking, we're actually following up with specific mail with, hey, this is what I heard you say, this is what I'm going to apply, and this is how I'm going to be following up. This is all search fund company follow-up. So a search fund is where you fundraise a fund and then you go buy a business. That's a search fund. And then so some companies, they actually do that specifically as a turnaround. This is all from just one party, by the way. And so you fundraise a fund and then you go buy a business. And this company's business model is semi-different in that you're fundraising a fund and then you're fundraising a fund and then you're going to buy a business. So being able to be flexible or dynamic with your business model, where main chairs did not recommend entrepreneurs, their search entrepreneurs, first fundraise a fund. They first target a business and then they get a SBA loan with cash and then they go get financing. And so they kind of locate the business first in their business model, which is fine. It's just not how I've done it. And then they actually are very focused on small money, small VC, small loans, angel investor, owner investing, securitizing, receivables. I hate doing all that. I like running external APIs, but I'm also cognizant of first principles and having beginner's mindset. So, life hacking, writing letters, life hacking more, which is writing notes on a notebook where it doesn't even matter if you're writing legible notes. Do you like how the sun rises and becomes super bright? Yeah, it's cool, right? I'm not going to do a sunrise series. It's just too coincidental. Once you whip out a notebook, DLA Piper, thank you for this notebook. Or once you whip out a notebook that looks like it looks like you care. Just like a professor, when you're taking notes, it looks like, and then you're writing notes from the front row, it looks like you care. And it looks like you're a good student. And body language for learning, body language for making money, it's kind of almost as important as body language for when you're temporarily losing a game before you start winning a game. So your body language, can you have a physiology and a psychocybernetic chain of winning? Oh my God, I should write that down. A psychocybernetic chain. Maybe you should write that down too. PSY, psychocybernetic chain. Don't let this video be a video where I take notes on what I'm talking about more than what you're taking notes on what I'm talking about. Life hack number next. Sleeping using circadian rhythm. Hashtag CS183 sleep. Sleep, rest, and recuperation are critical. Critical. Being able to circadian rhythm a time to wake up. Setting a pee alarm where you're properly hydrated and your first pee isn't like some dark, viscous, yellow sludge. It's clean. When I travel, which is not very often because traveling isn't great for you, but let's say you are traveling all the time because you're a pro athlete. Look at people when they enter the airplane and look at people when they leave the airplane. Some people, it looks like they punched them in the face. So let's say I'm sitting in the forward cabin and the hot girl who I'm traveling with is sitting in the back. So I'm going to exit the plane. I'm going to enter the plane first, and I'm going to also exit the plane first. But when I exit the plane, now I got to wait because she's all the way in the back. So while she's walking off the plane and I'm in the jetway lobby area, terminal area, I will look at people and, oh my God, if it's like a 2, 3, or 5 hour flight, the people that leave the airplane, they just look haggard. They don't sleep. They don't hydrate. They literally look like ass. It looks like somebody just punched them 15 times in the face. They're all swollen, swelling and inflammation. Like, it's not good for people. It's really not good for people. And so life hack sleeping leads to life hack inflammation. Blueberries, inflammation, avocado, bananas. Being able to breathe our way in and out of inflammation and digestion is inflammation mitigation. Super helpful, right?